Evening all, the results have just come in. I noticed the email usually comes from BOTB, I thought, and then I seen this email pop up that says Christian from BOTB. Maybe it's always done it like that, I can't say I've noticed before. Where was I? Zone 2 this week. That's the result. That's practically a win for me, Zone 2 lately. So I had half my money back, 75p, half the £1.50 I spent. How did I do? Well, I got the height right. I was quite happy with the height, roughly, for both of them. Obviously, it would have changed if I'd gone over a bit. It probably would have been a bit lower. But, yeah, I'm all right on the height on there. Now, our average was, I think it was about 100 pixels or so further over to the left. But then we had a massive spread on Saturday. It was huge. And I said, I didn't like the average because it was too far to the left, so I was going further to the right. And it was a reasonable choice, but the winning cross was even much further to the left than I was. So let's have a look at the judging. All right, here's the judges. 8 of them this week. Matt Cannon's back in charge. Tight little cluster there, all very much in a very tight cluster. Those 6 in the middle, a very tight cluster coming up from this guy, which is very much where I was looking, and still a reasonable narrow spread from the guy on the right, even with the stray 2 left in. Bit of an odd one. I think they'll take these 2 far end ones out. They balance, even though it won't make a lot of difference because they're sort of equidistant either side of that bunch. The only thing it would do is bring it down a bit, if anything. It wouldn't move it further left or right, but it would bring it down a bit. But how they thought this guy was looking up that high, I don't know, or that low. So they should go, mainly because they're not part of the cluster, but secondarily because they're silly. So let's have a look. What did the judges do? Yeah, they took him out. Here's the final result. It's just, but look at that now with just the 6 crosses in there where they've taken the 2 silly ones out. What a narrow band from there. I think everybody was, all the judges were in pretty much agreement there with the angle he was looking at on the left. It's a reasonably narrow band from the guy from the right as well. So, yeah, I'm okay with the judging this week, even though I was zone 2. And I think Matt did the right thing by taking them 2 stray wins out. Particularly, there was a tight cluster of those 6. So today's picture, that's what you're all waiting for. Let's have a look. So, what do I think of this one then? Well, I think either way from both player, it's got to be relatively high. Now I've put my 1 cross in there, and I'm actually, for the first time in months, I'm probably going to do extra crosses this week. I'm going to splash out and do extra crosses because I'm cutting down on Revcomps. So that defeats the object really of spending more on you, but still. The only reason I'm doing it is because they've got the brand new Dacia Duster. And it looks fantastic. I love the Dacias, as they call them. I do like them because when you go on the configuration page for a Dacia, there's basically nothing to configure because you just pick the trim level of what you want and everything's included in it. But yeah, it's the Dacia Duster Hybrid. I do like it. So I'm going to do a couple of tickets on that, which will mean more crosses. So why have I gone where I've gone? Well, let me click on the draw lines bit here. Because he's not looking straight up, is he? This ginger nut boy is not looking straight up. He's looking sort of back a bit. So I've drawn temporarily. I mean, it is not necessarily fixed. I could always sort of change it. I used to change it regularly. Until I heard you guys saying, oh yeah, I was spot on when I done my first cross. And then I blew it after that because I moved it. So I think he's looking about there. This movie villain with a bruised arm over here on the left, he is looking really high. So I said last week the judges were going to go relatively high, and they did. And I think he is looking that high. I generally do think he's looking that high up there. But I don't think he's going to go much higher because it's too near the top of the picture. So I'm okay with the movie villain's line of sight there. Not 100% on this guy. I think it could slightly be further to our left, a little bit further to the right. But I'll have a look throughout the week, and of course I'll have a look at the average on Saturday and see what you guys think. Because I mean, I've said this before. It doesn't matter where you submit a coordinate, where you put it. I always look at it, and it could be miles out from mine, and it could be an inch or two out, and I look at it and think, why has he gone there then? What have I missed? What has he seen that I haven't? And then I'll but I look at them all like that. So that's where we are. I think the thingy is working again too. Let me try it. Yeah, see, no, I've clicked on calculate average, which I never meant to do, and obviously is where I've put my cross, because it's the only cross in there, so that's got to be the average. So I'll use that as the first one on the list then. So let me know what you got on, leave a coordinate for Saturday, and let's have a look at the target. Is that working? Yeah, that's working too. Okay, we drag that over there into that spot. So, do I think they're looking at that cross in that zone 1 area or zone 2? Because zone 2 is a bigger circle, isn't it? Yes, I do. Yeah, I think... No. See, I was concerned about this fella on the right, whether he could have been looking further right, further left, but now I put the target there. Yeah, I'm quite happy he's looking in that zone 2 area. So I still could go further left or further right, but not by much, if you know what I mean. It'll still be in that sort of zone 2 circle. And I'm going to do extra crosses this week, like I said. So there we are. That's that. Revcomps, what's going on there then? Now, as somebody pointed out, you said, or I said, you were only going to play for the big cash alternatives. And you're right. I've said that many times, and I've completely ignored it and bought tickets on loads of different cars. But I've sorted it out now. So I've just got a ticket on this for Thursday's draw. I've just got a ticket on this Aston Martin Vantage, because the cash alternative is 120k. I've got nothing else on there. And then the ones they added last night for next Monday, I've ignored all the others. I mean, I like the van, but I got no reason for it. I like these BMWs 1 Series. I like the shape on them. Not fussed on the Abarth. And that's just ridiculous, that Audi Q8, V6, whatever. Nissan GTR, cash alternative 80 grand, so I've got one on there. I wouldn't take the GTR. I love the GTR. It's an icon, but I'd just take the cash for that. The auto draws, I've even cut back on that. Now, you know I like the auto draws. This finishes today, this Renault Scenic Dynamic. I've got 3 tickets on that. I never do 3 tickets on the auto draws, but I did this time. I got 3 tickets on that. And it's only 31% sold so far. And what time is it? 11 minutes past 6. So there's another 4 hours for the draw. Yeah, so I don't think that's going to sell out. I haven't bothered with any of the others, apart from this 50k cash. Because, like I said, cash alternatives is king. So I wouldn't take the Jeep Wrangler Buzz SV. I just had 3 quid's worth of tickets on this, but I wasn't sure if I'd done the right thing, because it's 89,999 tickets, and they're cheap, obviously at £1, but 90,000 tickets. I thought, yeah, you've got to be in it, haven't you? Got to be in it to win it. So there we are. That's it for this Tuesday. Let me know how you got on, everyone, because it'd be an interesting one this week, because the average, the Saturday video, they were so spread out. So it'd be interesting to see how many of you stuck to your guns, and if you were nowhere near the average, decided to go near the average, or whether you said, right, that average is bollocks, I'm going to stay all the way over here to the right or the left, where I think it is. Because, I've always said, it's the average is a guide. It's nothing more than a guide, so that you can see, you know, what people are thinking, and all the crosses that people submit. It's like, okay, some people seem to think it's over there. The judges might do the same thing. So that's all it is, a guide, but you've got to go by your own instinct where you think it is. It's just that mine is terrible. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know how you got on, and I'll speak to you again on Saturday. Cheers all.